I'm Shannon, and if you don't mind introducing yourselves, I realize we've made the appointment by phone, but I'd just like to hear your names and your voices.
Okay, my name is Emily, and this is my daughter.
Couple alone.
My name is Emily, and this is my daughter, Ariel.
Mm-hmm. Hello. I'm glad you're here. So, Emily, we spoke a little bit on the phone. Would you mind just briefly describing why we're here today, in case there's been any change since we talked?
Okay, well, actually, my daughter has been acting up. I'm not sure what's going on with her. And she just keeps complaining about the slightest things, and she always looks so sad and depressed. I just don't get it.
And Ariel, what would you say? What brings you here today?
I mean, I don't think I really have an issue. She just doesn't listen to me, and I keep telling her that I'm having issues, and she just kind of brushes it off. And
Can you tell me a little bit about what you mean when you say that you're having issues? I noticed your posture changed a little bit. There's
I'm at school. I've had issues, and I told my mom that I was getting bullied at school.
Is that what's happening at school?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit more about it so that I can understand?
Where there's these group of girls at school, and they push me into lockers and things because they say that I'm lame. And so I didn't say anything, but one day they pushed me really hard and I twisted my ankle.
Really? I wasn't aware of that. To me, I thought she was just being, she needs to toughen up. Because you know the real world, how kids can be.
So what does it
So
sound like to you now, Emily, having heard Ariel explain that she's been violently treated by...
Actually, I'm kind of surprised because I didn't realize it was that bad. I thought it was just the normal things that girls just go through, girls are just being mean, and I thought she needed to toughen up since she's at a new high school, you know how it can be when you just enter high school and that kind of thing.
So you're at a new high school this year?
Yes.
So it's already March. Has this been going on since August? When did this start?
It kind of started in like October.
Okay. And when did you first tell your mom?
I told her in November.
Okay. And that seems clear to you. Why did you tell your mom then?
Because before it really wasn't an issue in my mind. They just were saying nasty things to me at first, but then they started hitting me and physically touching me.
Does anyone else at school know about this?
Well, I mentioned it to the guidance counselor.
Good.
But
good.
Nothing's changed.
When have you last seen the guidance counselor?
Well, I haven't been since she told me I'm over-exaggerating.
Is there a teacher that you like at school, or a coach, or someone that you see daily, an adult, pardon me, that you think might be willing to hear you?
I guess I have a relationship with my science teacher.
Yeah? Tell me about your science teacher.
She's nice.
Mm-hmm.
She says I'm really good at science, and so she helps me out a lot.
Good for you. What science class is it? Is it chemistry or biology or?
Chemistry.
Yeah? Wow. Well done. You must be very proud of her.
I am very proud that she's doing very well in the sciences because, these days everybody's speaking of STEM and all of that, and that's where the world is headed, so I'm happy about that.
Great. Good. So what would it be like for you, Emily, to make an appointment with Ariel's science teacher and see if the two of you, or maybe with Ariel if the science teacher sees fit, could figure out a more supportive plan for Ariel at school?
Well, now that I'm hearing of it, I think it might be a good idea. But initially, I kind of brushed her off because I thought it was not that much of a big deal. And she said that she told me, but to me, I can't really remember all of those details. It was just like an en passant kind of thing. So I'm not sure if she really got to the details of, maybe if I had known of all the details and everything, I would have probably taken a different stance. Well, to me, it didn't sound that serious then, I don't know.
So, Ariel, what do you think? I believe you that you told your mom, you also told the guidance counselor, but with both of those people who really care about you, right? I'm not sure about the guidance counselor, but I'd imagine you're a great young person. I can see that. Why do you feel like they might not have been able to really hear you? Did you, what did you tell them?
Well, it's not a secret that I've been bullied. I mean, you can hear them yelling down the hallways at me. So when I told her about it, she just said, this is high school. There's always the alpha people, and then there's the people at the bottom. And so she told me that I just needed to get over it.
Wow. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry that happened. I'm sorry you had an adult tell you that your own pain was not worth noticing. That's not right. I'm sorry. That's not what adults do.
Thanks.
I'm wondering then if maybe leaving the guidance counselor, or there might be several. Is your school quite big? Where are you in high school?
I'm a sophomore. It's a decent sized school, so it's not super big.
Are there two guidance counselors, or is there a social worker maybe, or?
I'm not too sure about if there's a social worker. I just know that I went to guidance counselor.
Okay. So maybe one thing that Emily, you might be able to do to help Ariel, and let me know if this seems possible, yeah, is to call the school, and with Ariel giving you the name of the guidance counselor who is not helpful, if you could ask if there's another guidance counselor that you could make an appointment with, along with Ariel's science teacher, just so that there's someone she sees on a daily basis, and then someone maybe she could check in with occasionally too, to just have some friendly adults around. Yeah?
Okay, I'm kind of surprised that all of this is coming out now. I'm not sure if there is more to it, because she did say that she told me, but I don't know, maybe there's some kind of communication, something might be, I don't know, maybe there's something that's not quite right that she told me and I didn't hear, or I didn't take it as seriously. So I'm wondering if there's not more underneath all of this.
What do you think? Is there more?
I'm wondering, I guess we're here to explore that possibility.
It's brave, it's a brave question. Is there more?
Anything else that we need to know? Or anything else that's bothering you that I need to know that I probably didn't hear of before or something?
Well, the other day, I kind of had a breakdown because they were saying really mean things to me, and I cut myself.
I beg your pardon?
I cut myself.
You did that?
It was just a spur of the moment kind of thing. I was having a hard time, and
you felt like you didn't have the support that you needed or something?
Yeah.
Wasn't I home at the time or something?
What?
Wasn't I home?
Well, I did it at school. I did it at school, and it was just because they had pushed me in the locker, that banged my head against the locker. They had told me I was worthless, and so I I just did it. It was a one-time thing. That was it. I won't do it again.
Are you sure it was just a one-time thing?
It was just a one-time.
That's a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in for you. And Ariel, I'm wondering if there are other ways that we can, your mother and me, and maybe your science teacher, allow you to express your intellect and your emotions. I can only imagine that a group of girls saying really cruel things and just having one of you, and one of your own heart standing up for you, that's really hard. And it can be hard to be your age anyway. Yeah, there are difficult things at every age, but it is very hard to not have an accepting, enjoyable school, especially if that's a place where it sounds like you like to do good work.
I only like science, really. I don't really like going to school.
Are there places that you feel comfortable going, or places that you feel like you can be yourself? Where are those places?
I like going to public library.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you do there.
I just read books. That's what I do on my Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
I read books.
Where do you like to sit?
I like to sit in the beanbag chairs that are at the back of the library.
Mm-hmm. And where else do you like to be?
I guess I like being in my room.
Mm-hmm.
It's comfortable, and I get to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I think that's part of the problem. It's like she's always isolating herself, and I don't know, I find it hard to kind of bridge that gap and reach out to her. So I guess that's one of the areas where we will probably need some help, because she did say that she was communicating with me and I wasn't getting it. So I'm not sure if there's stuff that we can, ways that we can probably meet, or stuff that we can do together. I don't know.
Ariel, I wonder, we're going to come back to this issue of, or what you did at school, yeah? There's a name for it, there are reasons why people do this, right? It does make sense, and I'm very concerned about it, and your mother is too. And we will come back to this in this session. But for now, I'm wondering if you could say a little bit about your last school and whether things were similar or different with the way you spend your time, either at school or your private time.
Well, the reason I left the last school was because that I needed accelerated track for science, and so they suggested this school. But the last school, I had some friends. They were surface level friends, so, but I stayed to myself most of the time.
And are you still in touch with the people that you were friends with at that other school? Do you text or email or Snapchat?
No, it kind of just stopped when I left.
Is there a science club at school?
Yes, but I don't think they would like me.
What makes you say that?
Because it doesn't seem like anybody likes me at the new school.
Do you like you?
I think I'm pretty cool.
I like you. I mean, I love you.
You're my mom, so.
Can you hear your mom's concern?
I mean,
How in your own language, what would you say what your mom said? When she was saying maybe we could, and she was trying to problem solve a little bit. Can you say that in your own words? What does she want?
She wants to help me. She wants me to show my best self. That's all I got from it, though.
What would you enjoy? Maybe us, I'm just suggesting maybe we do something together. What do you think would be a good activity we could do together so we can really communicate?
Oh, I like movies.
Okay.
Okay, so what I would like for both of you to do is to read a brochure that I have for you on self-harm, and I'd like for us to start talking in that way next time we meet. And then if you, Emily, will also follow up by reaching out to the school, finding out if there's another guidance counselor, and you'll provide your mom with the name of the guidance counselor you don't need to see again, and the science teacher, and see if you all can create a meeting and think about ways to include Ariel either in the science club and then to have people she can check in with during the school day.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Okay, good. It was very nice to meet you. And I'll see you next
Nice to
week.
meet you
Nice
as
to
well.
meet you.
Sorry.